Good day?
What would you like?
My body is in need of rest.
Certainly.
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
All right, but money up front.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir. The water's nearly cold, but I think we got you all cleaned up.
Go! Go! Whoa!
Please, help me!
What happened to you?
Please,
What happened to you?
I fell out of that bloody tree.
Why did you climb up there?
I thought I saw something shiny up there, like gold or something. But instead of finding treasure, I almost lost my life.
I'm no physician, but this needs bandaging.
But I won't get far in this state. Do you have anything to dress it? A rag or something?
Hold on, let me see. Here. You're lucky I carry around a pocket full of junk. Here, let me dress it for you.
Thank you. You're the first good thing to happen to me in a long while. You know, I was born under an unlucky star.
Stop feeling so sorry for yourself. Everyone has bad luck sometimes.
But I'm cursed with it. Even as a boy, I was always losing things. Constantly getting beaten up. And once I spent the whole summer laid up with some weird sickness. My parents spent everything they had on a healer who said he had the perfect cure.
See? That sounds like a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Well, it seemed that way, but when he went to get the cure, he was struck dead by lightning on the way. We couldn't afford another healer, so I was sick for 6 months.
But you survived. I call that pretty lucky.
You think? Then hear me out. I always wanted to buy myself a horse. I saved every groschen I earned, but it was never going to be enough. So I confided in my neighbor, and he said if I gave him all my coin, he'd win me twice as much down the tavern. He told me he could cheat the local drunks because he had weighted dice.
And you gave him the money?
That I did. And I never saw it or him again.
That's not bad luck. It's folly. People are bastards. You shouldn't be so trusting.
I'm not even finished yet. Since I couldn't buy a horse, I gave a groschen to a horse trader to let me ride one at least. But as we trotted through the woods, the nag's leg snaps. She was dead before I could fetch help. It took me 3 years to pay off that carcass. So I first lost money to a swindler, and then I had to buy a dead horse.
Still, it could have been worse. Everybody has setbacks.
You still don't get it, do you? All right, this will convince you. I like this girl down the way. But when I finally mustered the courage to talk to her, I found out she'd been poisoned by mushrooms the day before.
Yes, but...
Hang on, I'm not finished there. I found a dog. A nice little puppy. He'd follow me around, so I took him in and raised him. The moment he grew a full set of teeth, he bit me and ran off.
Right. Now this sounds like too much of a coincidence.
As he scampered off, the dog scattered a farmer's flock of sheep. As I helped him to round them up, I stumbled upon a pack of wolves. So I had one leg bit by a mongrel, and the other by a wolf. Only that wolf bite gets some dirt in it, and my whole leg goes black. I couldn't walk for a month.
All right, I see now.
My wife took care of me all that month. And just as I was getting better, she cooked some food in the pot and told me she had to go into town. She never came back.
What happened to her?
I have no idea. She just vanished. The thing is, she took all her stuff and all my money with her. So if you ask me, she flew the coop. And since then, it's all been downhill for me. As soon as I went out for the first time after my leg was healed, the bailiff grabbed me. He said 3 sheep from that flock had never been found, so I had to pay for them. But what with my darling wife pocketing all my coin, I ended up in the pillory.
Well, your life hasn't been all that easy, I'll grant you that. But you're not jinxed. You know why?
I'm all ears.
If you were, you'd have fallen down and nobody would have found you. But I happened by. Today was your lucky day.
You have a point there. It's true. Thanks, friend. I owe you one.
Whoa!
Like a bloody expensive horse.
The Lord be with you.
A load of rubbish. Why would he leave his own wedding? And before his wedding night?
Who knows? I've got...
How was the race? How did you do with those horseshoes?
You should have seen it. My horse flew like the wind, over grass, mud, even rocks. We left all the others in the dust.
And do you remember what you promised me?
Of course. Your share of the winnings. You've more than earned it.
Thanks. And if you ever need a blacksmith again...
I'll let you know. Don't you worry.
Maybe, because I don't think you'll be
It
able to
happens.
solve my...
Just watch where you're going, though.
My.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
God bless, Henry.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos, saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertold? Oh, God damn it, Crazer, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time. What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly.
A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no.
The most precious metal of all. Gold.
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all. Don't you think? Attempts to create gold started it all. But it ended up a little different. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Didn't fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
What did your parents say when you returned from your studies?
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, "I knew you'd be back." And he sent me to haul sacks of flour. I think in the end he was glad to have someone to take over the mill from him. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture. And all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
What is it? So it burns?
More than that, it makes a big bang.
A very big bang. But don't worry, we're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work, and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Before we get started, there's something I want to know. This book, Feuerwerkbuch, what's written in it?
Everything you'd want to know about black powder. How to mix it in the proper ratio. How to store it. How to light it properly. And especially how to use it in warfare. Because that's the most important part, after all.
Do you really need that much saltpeter?
We do. Saltpeter makes up almost 3/4 of the mixture. Not even all the cows in the region could produce enough for us once we really get started with manufacturing.
What is it you're going to do with this powder?
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable and explosive mixture like this has more uses than you can imagine. If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could demolish Trotsky if we wanted to. Maybe we will.
All of us here are truly passionate about the idea of a new world. And now it's within our grasp.
What is it you studied at the university?
I was supposed to become a preacher.
That fits you. Maybe you'd even be a good preacher.
Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't.
God has a path prepared for each of us. And each of us here decided not to follow it.
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too lazy to work 6 days a week and soak my hands in lye.
I was supposed to become a nun, but I didn't want to give up the booze. And fellas,
You know, I've already told you everything. The world is what you make it.
How did a scholar and an alchemist become a thief?
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance of getting a decent place to sleep or even something to eat. Learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first requirement for survival. We're all masters of our own destiny.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
As long as you listen to me and keep the proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
I might actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lur Samin has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
Crazel?
The fuse didn't catch immediately.
I told you there's no need to dip it in resin and wax. Better to use rushes, boiled in wine.
Very well, if you say so. We'll try rushes next time.
I'd also like to take a look at that book, Crazel.
In due time, Piney. In due time.
Black powder? Well now.
You didn't expect that, eh?
We're in the middle of the forest next to a mill. Who'd have expected exploding trees?
Aye, well, never judge a firework book by its cover.
Did Crazel tell you that joke?
Corva, how do you know that? Anyways, I hope the miller gives us a bit of extra coin now things has finally worked out.
In the worst case, you can go back to licking the walls of pigsties.
But next time you'll be coming with me. Take care and good night.
Why do you work for the miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else they'd have kicked me out by now. The miller's the last person who'd still give me a job. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
What did you do before you started working for the miller?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I stirred lye at a tannery, and then I slaved away at a dye house. But since I came to the town, it's been, well, let's say not exactly honest work. But that's what I'm best at, see?
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of test or what? I can think what I want and I keep my opinion to myself. And you ought to do the same. Take care, friend. Careful.
I apologize.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Good thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semine?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much, but it's all they could scrounge up.
I didn't expect that at all. I thought I'd never see them again.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon. There's no other like it.
Where can I find the gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did he send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is. I was in that group they attacked.
You were, eh? Then you were bloody lucky to come out of it alive. The ones that attacked you ain't any ordinary footpads. They weren't there for the silver.
What did they want then?
Lord knows, lad. Some higher goal, I reckon. Those types are the worst.
What's the gob like? Tell me about him.
What can I tell you? He's just the best. He's a mountain of a man. A hell of a warrior. Bloody smart, too. But he's too old and too proud to give up on his craft and go and rest on his laurels. I like the bloke. I really do. He deserves to die in peace, with a woman in his arms, not being hunted down like some vermin.
How many men did you send with him?
7 of our most experienced. And well armed.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favour to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke, and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonourable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresuns Charlie and Canker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
Well, I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it.
Did you sleep in a barn or what?
Greetings. Do you need something?
I wanted to apologise for ruining your wedding.
You mean that fight? That's not worth mentioning. It wasn't your fault, anyway.
Is everything all right, Agnes? You seem a little sad.
Don't worry. I'm just tired after the wedding.
My friend?
Oh, have you been rolling in shit? You silly dog.
Get out of here. Go.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What are you waiting for?
My God, these fur... What? Hey, you! Either you have something to sell, or we never saw each other.
I'm interested. Greetings. Where are you going? Oh, don't worry. I'm no footpad.
And I'm no hawker. But pray tell, what ails you, friend?
Plenty. But nothing you...
Relieving people of pain and other afflictions, Henry.
Wait, how do you know my name?
It's this confounded nature of mine. I loiter around, I listen, and I remember.
Hold on. What's your name and how do you know me? In whose service are you?
Naturally, there is a master I serve, though not in the manner you might think. And as for my name, I am... Balthazar.
You're following me. Are you out to kill me? Who hired you? Speak.
Henry, that's deplorably paranoid of you. Why on earth would I be stalking you? After all, nobody has paid me to do such a thing, and I do not work for free. Whether I am to thrust a dagger in someone's back or slip poison into their wine.
My God. Who are you?
You hold no interest for me. At least, not yet. Well, unless you have toothache, perhaps. And so I ask, does anything ail you?
If you know me so well, then surely you know why I'm here.
Actually, no. In point of fact, because everyone chooses their own path, and I am not a soothsayer, Henry. But perhaps you are referring to the ambush at the pond, or the unfortunate incident that happened to you afterwards.
Huh? What? How the hell do you know all this?
As I say, I wander the world, and I listen to people.
Balthazar? You surely made that name up, didn't you?
That is none of your concern. But were you ever to seek me out, that name would definitely guide you to me.
Who are you really?
I am an itinerant barber-surgeon and healer. I relieve people of their pain. Henry, you would not believe what a fellow would do to escape pain in this world, without giving a thought to the next.
Well, show me what you have to offer, surgeon.
Are you sure you want to know?
I mean your wares. What wares can you offer me? I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
What would you say to this?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal.
And it looked like we'd never agree.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. Oh well, what can you... I'm gonna bash your face in! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Going. I'm gonna bash your face in! Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Gules sent me.
What? Why should I believe you?
Please. Just surrender, and I'll spare you.
I'll sort you out here!
Christ! My head!
Hey! Everyone get over here! Fuck you! I've been waiting. Sakura! You want to fight it out with blades, do you? Mercy! Leave me be!
Surrender. It's not worth it.
All right. I surrender.
Finally, you've come to your senses. I didn't come here to kill you.
No? Then what the hell do you want from me?
You need to get out of here and never come back.
Why? Why would you let me live?
Thank Jules for that. He asked me to spare you. Unlike the rest of your mates.
That old git. So, Semin got to him after all. Well, it was to be expected. I knew there would come a time when we'd be standing on opposite sides. But for him to put a good word in for me like that... Thanks, lad.
Don't mention it. But I'll need your shield as proof.
Right, here you go.
And another thing. Jules told me he sent you to take a look around here. Did you find anything left over from the ambush?
Unfortunately not. Everything of value was already gone. A few fellas were still searching the place.
Wait, you caught them there?
Aye. There were some sort of guards. One of my men followed them all the way to their camp. Here in the cliffs, over the pond.
Fine. That's enough for me. Now you should get going. You can't show your face here in the region again. Otherwise you'd land both me and Jules in hot water.
Fuck, I'm bleeding! What the fuck did you do that for? Ha! Ha! The perdere! A hound! Ha! Ah! Ah! Ah!
What's that?
The god was right. They really are the ones who ambushed me and Capon. These are our things. So hungry I could eat a horse.
Greetings.
So, I went to see my brother.
And talk about the inheritance. But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. He gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church.
Can't get any better than this. That's one sharp blade.
You silly doggy.
Greetings.
Good afternoon.
I took out the Gob's band.
Well, well. Nice work, lad. And what about the, request I made? Did you think about it, at least?
I did what you asked.
Bloody hell, lad. You surprised me.
Surprised?
Aye. That you actually listened to me. It's hard to surprise an old goat like me. But you managed it. And you took his shield?
I've got it.
Aye. That's it.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep it.
It's yours, Henry. I wanted to keep it as a reminder of the good times I had with Johnny. But I reckon it's enough to know he's still alive.
Thanks. What now? Who's the last one?
I saved the worst one for last. Casper. Only you'll have to wait a few days before I find him. Soon, my friend.
right bastard, killing a cow like that for nothing. Surrender, now!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got you! You can't just kill animals that belong to someone! That poor cow! It was healthy, and had plenty of milk to give. Once we get that dealt with, I'll search you to see if you've stolen anything.
Hang on. I was just defending myself.
Bollocks!
Nice testimony. But you better save it for the court you'll be facing for failing to uphold the law and handing out punishments willy-nilly. That might have been done in bygone dark times, but Emperor Charles, eternal glory to his soul, and Archbishop Ernest brought law and order, and they established harsh punishments for all who failed to apply the law properly. So, you got something to look forward to. Like losing a hand. Let's present this case to the court, and we'll see whose side they take. Whether that of a learned lawyer from Prague University, founded by the Emperor himself, or some dull-witted underling who's only good for running around with a cudgel.
Hold on, learned sir. We don't have to go straight to court now, do we? I'll forget your misdemeanors just this once, and we'll leave it at that, eh?
Very well then. But I'd advise you to learn the law if you're going to enforce it. Otherwise, you'll end up in the dock yourself sooner or later.
My God.
Whoa!
What a fool I was to play with the
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that. Doing great, lad. Get them. Don't let them bite you. I heard it hurts. Will you untie me, please?
What's that you got?
Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scalitz. And you are?
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
You've got a pretty strange name, I'll tell you that.
It's Latin, but you can call me Voiter if you like. It's not really my name, but what does it matter?
What were you doing with that skull? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Not long ago, I was singing to a horse.
See? We might just understand each other.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see, and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression, and I'd like to make up for it.
Believe it or not, I've had even stranger encounters.
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably another time and place.
So what is your name then? Voiter, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voiter. Nothing else is worth mentioning, or appropriate to say.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice. And naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me. And his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Stratego. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right next to the path.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Ah, don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Don't worry. I'm no bandit or a killer.
Then I was damned lucky that it was you who turned up. There are plenty of killers around these parts.
All right, then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
feeling now? Any better?
I told you, I'm fine. Watch out, someone's here.
Hey there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and if you're up for it, we can play a game of dice together.
Who are you, then?
Clovis. They call me Four-Leaf Clovis on account of my luck. Why do you ask?
Do you remember the painter, Voiter? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes. And some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
If I were you, I'd remember quickly. Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right, all right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough of a warning for him. But if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks. It won't hurt him now.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here, only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Yura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing, too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on! Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly! So, what will you give me for them?
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here am I, groschen? Let's do this. What's that you got?
Aw, you pooch. God grant you health.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Here. This. Damn! Shit! These ones here. That's as far as I go. It's yours. That'll do me. Roll. My God, by thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly
stole?
It doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all. Except it's pretty dark now. Tell you what, come back when it's light out.
Who are you barking at, doggy? You stupid mutt. I've trudged out here for nothing. Damn it! I'll have a look to see if I've been robbed.
You silly doggy.
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up groschen. What do you say?
I accept. Got everything you need?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Take up your positions. And we're off!
Oh, shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody.
Yes! Straight into... fuck knows where. Watch and learn. And we're home free!
Oh, shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody.
Down you go.
Well, I'll be. You beat me, but I admit it was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Are you blind? You almost ran into me.
Eyes deceive me, or is it Henry again? Stop for a while, my good man. What are the odds of that? We meet again!
Riddler Barley.
The very same! And I have a new riddle.
You look like you know your way around these parts. Where's the best tavern?
That's a tough one, if it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in Kuttenborough. But the prettiest wench is at that small inn in Takov. I had the luckiest dice in Zhelyov, and the best sleep in a bed in Lorets. I can still smell the hops and ale, and the window looked out on the Sedlets Monastery. Lovely.
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you, but first we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right, let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is, then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Can you repeat it for me?
A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Five.
You're right! I knew your talents were wasted on swordplay. You know what comes next. What's it to be? Coin or knowledge?
I'd be glad to hear more of your, wisdom.
So what's it to be this time? The art of drinking? Or some learning for the wayfarer?
I want to hear about the drinking.
The best cure for a hangover is a good, strong garlic soup. You're still here?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Me too. God be with you.
What'll it be this fine morning?
This place used to be a quarry.
No, it was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Of course it was a bloody quarry. This is where the stone for the entire castle was mined. Once the castle was completed, the mining stopped. But that was a long time ago. There's nothing left of those days. Just that old loony who keeps getting in our way.
What loony were you talking about?
Well, I heard he was a stonemason at the quarry. The rumour around the village is he and his friends saved their pay for God knows what, but something went wrong. The one who knew where the coin was hidden fell off the top of the quarry and was dead on the spot. Since then, the other fella's been sleeping in a nearby dilapidated shack and coming here every day to look for the silver. He's gone completely insane. Batty old fool. You can't even reason with him.
Can you explain to me the archery contest rules?
It's simple. Listen. You get your arrows or bolts, stand on your mark, and shoot at your target, aiming to get the most points. You get 1 point for the outer ring, 2 for the next, and 5 for the bullseye. Plus, if you finish shooting first, you get an extra 3 points on top. We've got 3 competition levels from beginner up to master. The more experienced the archers, the more arrows or bolts they get, and the more they wager. Simple, eh?
Show me your wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
Satisfied?
You really won't convince me like this.
I'll go for that.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
What's that you got?
God bless you.
It happened. Just watch where it goes.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Are we going to have Brawl again tonight?
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
I'm interested in craftsmanship, but a different kind. I'm a blacksmith.
Well, then we've got something in common, don't we? We both create beauty out of nothing, and we both get awfully grubby doing it. You'll have to show me what you forge sometime.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
All right. I reckon I should trust the one who ended up tied to a tree, rather than those who tied him up.
I see it exactly the same way. Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
It feels like you know me a little too well.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good reward, right?
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like, that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colours of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
It's intricate work, isn't it? I saw a workshop in a monastery once where monks copied and illustrated books, and they didn't look too happy doing it.
And they don't even create anything themselves. They just follow patterns. But someone like me has to think 3 times about where the first stroke of the brush will go before even starting. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to. But I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be? Let's get to it. It turned out well, didn't it?
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar. Isn't he that nasty goblin you've got to leave a bowl of milk under the bed for, or he'll shit in your shoes?
Well, not quite. But it sounds interesting. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... you know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
Very droll. How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, well.
What do you need?
I need a bath.
And what?
Prepare me a hot...
Great.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You'll find exactly what you're looking for in my baths. I hope you enjoyed your stay. You're always welcome here.
Did you hear what happened to Big Wheel? Yeah, the place by the Zehrofta stream.
Good to see you. God be with you.
They found a dead body. Good doggy, good boy.
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest. I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers, and when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life. Benish, who was sent here from Trotsky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Vlasta died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Vlasta always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time. I've brought you your favourite flowers.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Květuška, put on your best dress, we're going dancing. Oh dear, I still have that dress, but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
I'll happily mend your dress for you.
That'd be kind of you, lad. But I can't repay you in any way.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more than enough for me.
All right, then. Here it is, and take good care of it.
Greetings. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt? Good day to you.
Ah, good day.
So who exactly is this Fietaslava who lives here with you?
Well, you'd better say that I live with her. Her late husband built all this, and when he passed away and the lords were looking for someone to take over, I volunteered.
So you took over the whole house and business, along with the old woman?
I couldn't very well throw her out of her own home in her old age, could I? Not that I don't sometimes feel like doing just that, but whenever she gets into one of her moods and spends the whole evening rambling on about her Vlasta, I just stop listening, and she quiets down eventually.
And what brought you all the way out here? The nearest village is quite a trek.
Take a deep breath and you'll understand. A tanner can't live among people, even if he wanted to. Not that I actually want to. I've got my peace and quiet here, and when I feel like a beer and a chat, I head to Troskovitz to trade hides.
Just between us, does the old woman really have such a bad memory?
Do you also get the feeling she's just pretending, so everyone will wait on her hand and foot? But to tell the truth, I don't know. She remembers every last thing about her Vlasta, but where the privy is, I have to remind her every time. See you soon, my friend.
You silly doggy. Oh, couldn't it stop? I apologize.
Where can I sleep?
You can stay in the stable, next to our lodge. Farewell, Henry.
Henry, it's good to see you. Listen, would you like to stop by sometime? After all that's happened, I could really use someone to talk to.
Sure. I'll stop by when I have the time. I'll have a look at the wares.
Oh, well, what can you do?
Good afternoon.
What do you have for sale?
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
I apologize.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'll have a look at your wares. A word about the price.
Very well.
No, only because it's you.
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. Aye, that sum will convince me. Thank you, and take care.
How can I help you, friend?
I'll have a look at the...
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Pissing down rain.
God be with you.
Praise God.
God be with you, sir.
I mended your dress. Here it is.
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame I've lost Aesont here. Love to dance in it one last time.
All right. I'll dance with you. Maybe it'll finally jog your memory.
Lad, I can barely stand, and I can hardly bend my back. I'd end up crippled.
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will ever give me this kind of attention again. I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Together through good and ill, though longings she had many.
Mm-hmm.
When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. She laughed at his gift of valerian, but soon it made her mellow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. She became his queen, this lass, he her king, her one and only. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. Now it's time, you said, where I'll find Velus's grove.
Lad, you talk like a preacher. I haven't felt this kind of life in my veins since Vlasta. Now the neighbors will be whispering that I've got a suitor in my old age.
Good heavens.
But you're really clever. Your ma and pa must be so proud of you.
I hope so. You don't happen to need help with anything else, do you?
No, you've done more than enough for me. Go and live your life. You've got it all ahead of you.
Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby? Maybe one with a bull?
Wait, that does ring a bell. Like someone's already asked me about it.
No. Really?
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Velus? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once. I was so scared.
That must be...
Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself. I hid under my grandma's skirt, and she started laughing.
God, why dost thou torment me?
But where was it? There are so many places like that around here. She used to take me to a rocky hilltop between Rock Tower Pond and Kerchak. It's a little to the south. There was something made of stone there. No. Wait. Wasn't it somewhere else? By Nebuchadnezzar Fortress. There's a little stream near the spring. There was some kind of pagan statue. No. You know what? You'd better take a look south of Lower Semin Pond. To the east of it, there are marshes with a stream running through them. If you follow it and keep your eyes open, you'll definitely find something. There are always loads of deer and roe there. It's bound to be there.
Oh, God, thank you. And thanks to you too, good wife.
Wait a moment.
Oh, no. What now?
I just remembered who else asked me about Velus. A peculiar little fellow in a red cap. You wouldn't happen to know him, would you?
Me? Well...
No, you know what? Don't tell me. Some things are better left unknown. But be careful around him, lad.
Careful? Why?
From the short time he was here, it was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you, you'd better be careful.
Go!